Hi, friends. This is a practice for the consciousness of the core. So, not just the front body, but the back body. It's not about the crunches that you do, but more of your conscious awareness of how you move from your center. This is also a great practice if you're short on time, but want to get some really strong movement and maybe break a sweat before you start your day or at the end of the day, or maybe a midday snack. All you'll really need is just yourself when you're ready, comfortable place to practice, and we'll get started. Let's start out in child's pose. So find your way towards the back end of your mat, toes together, knees together, slide the arms forward, press the palms. I'd like to take a moment or two here just to adjust. If you find the head is quite far from the floor or the hips are elevated, you can always drop a block or a blanket or just a really thick book underneath the head just so you find some comfort as you arrive. Begin to melt into your mat. Find your breath. Breath in through the nose. Maybe this first one, take the out breath out your mouth. And then begin to consciously connect that breath. Ujjayi breath is the most diligent. So breath in through the nose, you find that little constriction through the back of the throat. And breath out the nose, same constriction. And what that Ujjayi breath is, just connects you to the depths of you, a deeper connection than just surface level. And one more breath, maybe set an intention for your practice. And let's go ahead and walk the hands towards the right side of the mat. Let the left palm press onto the right palm, and then just relax the forehead towards the earth again. Feel that stretch into the left shoulder. Stay heavy in the hip, so you feel that left hip anchoring you down. Hip stay square, and maybe you walk the hands a little bit more towards the right side, but keep that left palm holding onto the top of that right hand, so it gives it a bit of stability here to stretch from. Full breath into that left lung, full breath out. And feel that movement in the lower belly as you get to the full exhalation. Inhale, let's go ahead and walk the hands back to center. Let the palms press, push the hands down, press the hips back so you feel that release out of the lower back. Stay for another breath. Remain for the breath out. And walk the hands over towards the left side. And then let's go ahead and press the palm of that right hand on the back of that left hand. Relax the head and the neck and just let yourself soften towards the earth. Feel that natural pull of gravity. Continue with the Ujjayi breath. So just finding that depth here. Maybe you walk the hands a bit more towards the left. Keep the right palm holding tight to that left hand so you can surrender and get a deeper stretch into the right shoulder, right side body. One more breath. Stay for the breath out. With the new breath, begin your movement back towards center. Press the palms, and then let's go ahead and just open it up. Tabletop, palms of the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let's go ahead and curl the toes under. Just float the knees just a couple inches above the mat, and then press the hips back towards the heels. So it's like you're in a crouch position, crouching tiger. Palms press, tops of the feet root down. You're just awakening into those points, into the palms of the hands and the feet. And then let's go ahead and take it forward once again. Lower the knees. This time drop the belly. Inhale for cow. Exhale, push the floor away, round the back body. Feel that doming effect to the back body as you exhale for cat. Inhale, breath in, drop the belly, look up. Let the gaze extend, let the eyeballs extend. And then exhale, push the floor away. Scooch the tailbone. Inhale, move forward, feel that lift, and maybe a little shift forward, shift back. And then exhale, cat. Again, shift forward, shift back. Left hand's going to stay where it is. Right arm's going to reach up. Big breath. Maybe lean back, exaggerate it. Wiggle the fingers. Exhale. Sweep the right arm under. Scoop the right shoulder. Come into the left fingertips. Track that left elbow back, left shoulder back. Feel a nice opening to the chest. You can get a little whimsical here. Maybe you begin to extend that left foot back, left toe curls under. Or maybe you float the leg just as high as your hip. And keep leaning into the shoulders here. And you just added a bit of balance, so core work. And then slowly lower that left knee down. Left palm presses down. Right arm reaches up. Big breath. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm lifts. Extend it, exaggerate it. And then sweep the left arm under. Reach all the way through. Scooch the left shoulder underneath the body. Left temple releases down. And maybe you press into the right fingertips. Track the right elbow back. Feel an opening to the chest. And you breathe here. If you want to add a little bit more dynamic alignment to the body, you can extend the right toes back. Curl them under, press through the heel. So you get a calf stretch, you get the shoulder stretch. And then if you want to float the leg, you can float the leg just as high as your hip. One more breath. Let the knee lower down. Right palm presses down. Left arm sweeps up. And then exhale. Left hand releases. Drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Level out the back body. Walk the hands forward for puppy pose. Extend. And then lower the forehead down. Feel the sinking towards the heart space, so that dropping of the chest. Gaze can be forward, the chin can relax down if that's comfortable, or you can release the forehead or block underneath the forehead here. Sometimes you might want to adjust, maybe slide forward a little bit. Just feel that sweet spot. And then slowly press the palms, walk the hands back. When you're ready, curl the toes under, lift the hips, take it down dog. Paddle it out. And then heels surrender towards the earth, balls of the feet root down. You get a really nice deep stretch into the backs of the legs. Keep a little bend to the knees. We're just warming up here. You can ripple it forward. High plank, high push up. Shift forward and then bend into that crouching position that we did earlier. And then you'll lift the hips, press the heels down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale forward into plank. Shift forward so the shoulders are ahead of the fingertips. Bend the knees and then just slowly draw the hips back so you're crouching down. Inhale, strong legs, nice and tall and long through the sits bones. And then exhale, heels press down. Inhale, once again, you got the movement. You just feel a rhythm. Connection to the breath as you inhale, shift forward onto the tippy toes. And then exhale, knees bend, hips track back. Little crouch. Hug the thigh bones, thigh muscles around the thigh bones. Inhale, lift the hips. And then let's go ahead and walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Come into forward fold. Good time to shake out the head and the neck, roll the shoulders. You can hold opposite elbows here. Give a little sway out. Feet are hip width apart, and just check that the second toes are pointing forward and they're in the lines of the kneecaps, the eye of the knees. You can release the hands, roll the shoulders, and then let's slowly just roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back, reach the arms high. Go ahead and crisscross the wrist. So left wrist is in front, palms of the hands pressed together. If that's really tight terrain for you, you can just grab the left wrist. And then we'll take a sweep to the right side. And then go ahead and sweep it over towards the left, side body stretch. Hips stay square, shoulders square. And you move laterally from the body. You feel that ease from side to side. Good. And then go ahead and press the palms, interlace the fingers up, stretch the heart up, little back bend. Exhale, out and over the legs. Inhale, halfway lengthens you. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Come into a plank pose. And then you can drop the knees down here, or you can bring the toes together to touch. Right knee is going to go to the right tricep, and you're just going to hold. For 3, for 2, for 1. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Left knee moves to the left tricep, and we'll hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and step it back. Track forward, bend the knees, press the hips back, lift the hips, heels down, and big toes together in this down dog. Walk it out here. So everything stemming from the core. So front body, back body, that central torso. Good. Inhale, ripples you forward. Left knee to the left tricep for 3, for 2, for 1. And step it back. Right knee, right tricep for 3, for 2. You got this. For 1. Step it back. Bend the knees. Slide the hips back towards the heels. Lift the seat. And then press the heels down. You can walk the feet forward a little bit. And then walk it out. And then let's go ahead and walk it forward. Forward fold, front end of your mat. Inhale, lengthens you. Exhale, folds you in. Shake out the head and the neck. So soft bend to the knee. Left fingertips are going to come in front of the big toes, so you can split the distance. It's nice and even. Right arm's going to open up. And then you can edge towards straight, but let's straighten the right leg only. Left knee will bend. And you'll open up here, and then you're going to feel that whole IT band open up on your right side. And then right hand down, replace the left hand. Soft bend to both knees. Open that left arm first. Find your extension through the spine. Breathe into your lines. And then we'll begin to straighten that left leg as much as you can. Right knee will stay bent. Breathe into that left IT band. And go ahead and release the left hand down. Inhale, halfway lifts you. Extend the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach. Crisscross the wrists the other way. Take the stretch up and over towards the left. Shoulders in line with the hips. You can extend the gaze to the side, towards the right extended wall, towards the ceiling. And then up towards the center and over towards the right. Good. Back to center. Press the palms, interlace the fingers, take that back bend. Reach the tailbone down as you lift the heart up. And then exhale, glide it out and over the legs. Inhale to lengthening. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Right elbow to the right outer thigh. Left elbow to the right outer thigh, press the palms. 3 breaths. Find that opening, just ever so subtle, so you don't have to get into the full expression of the pose, just edge your way there. Reach the arms up, big breath. Exhale, sit a little deeper, right elbow, left thigh. And the hands, the thumbs don't have to be right in the center of the chest on this first one. You just kind of want to rinse the spine. One more breath. And take it back to center. Inhale. And then exhale, sweep the arms back. Come into the balls of the feet. Lift the heels. Good. And then palms can press. Step the right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Sweep the arms up. Big breath in. Crescent lunge. Modified crescent. And then exhale. Twist here. Inhale up. Exhale, frame the front foot, curl the back toe under, come into a warrior one. So right toes are slightly forward. You're going to sink into it here. Good. Sweep the arms out and over. Hover above that left leg. Good. And then we'll inhale up. Take it into Skandasana. So you'll bend towards that right leg, right knee bends, left heel roots down, left toes pop up. And you can keep the torso upright. Sometimes I like to take the hands down and then just find an added stretch into the inseam of that left leg. And then the hands are down. You want to come back into the palms of the hands, or maybe you want to propel off the floor. We'll come back and then we'll take it into warrior three. So you can hop that back foot forward. Elevate the right leg just as high as your hip. Arms can go alongside the body, or you can take the full expression, reach forward. Good, and we'll transition up. Right knee hugs into the chest. Find a figure four. Right ankle, left thigh, sit low. If you have the arm balance in your practice, you want to play around with it here, yogi choice. Good. Inhale up, right leg reaches forward, arms extend up, and then we'll pulse for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and step the right foot down next to the left. Inhale, reach the heart, maybe hug the elbows back, arms, hands towards the shoulders. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, sink the hips, reach the arms up, big breath. Exhale, twist to the right, and this time you can find a little bit more depth. So the palms of the hands towards the center of the chest. The hips sink low. Check that that left knee is in line with the right knee, and then the hips hug in together. Gaze out over the right elbow. One more breath. Breath out. Full release of the breath. Inhale, arms extend up. You can straighten the legs if you need it. Otherwise, we'll come into that left side. Right knee in line with the left knee. Weight into the heels. This is where the left thumb can track towards the center of the chest now, as you just give a nice wringing out. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, arms float back. Lift onto the toes, heels lift up. Press into the toes, heels lift up. Good. And then the hands will lower. Step the right foot way, way back. Lower the right, left knee down. Left foot steps back, left knee lowers down. Reach the arms up. Nice crescent lunge, big breath. Exhale, frame the front foot. Curl the back toe under. Come to the outer edge of that left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Sweep the arms. Hover just above that right thigh, parallel to the floor. Inhale, tracks you up. And then exhale, Skandasana. Transition to the back of the mat. Right toes point up, right heel roots down. And then you can press the palms of the hands, get a little more stretch into that right leg. Or if you like to focus on staying upright, you can stay upright as well. And then we'll transition back to the front of the mat. Hop the back foot, palms together. Come into your warrior three. The arms can go alongside. You can reach the arms forward. Yogi choice. And then we'll transition. Hug the knee in. Give it a little squeeze. Find your figure four. As you sit low, just get a nice little release at the hip. Relax the shoulders. Isolate into the lower body for strength and stability. One more breath. And go ahead and come upright. Extend to the left leg forward. Arms extend up. Pulse for 3, for 2, for 1, and then lower. Left foot to meet the right. Inhale, extend through the fingers. Exhale, back bend. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, step it or float it back. High plank, high push-up. Shift forward, Chaturanga. First roll, Vinyasa. Up dog, cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high, heels low. Give a walk up. Sway the hips from side to side. And then shift forward, plank, big toes together to touch. Take a roll to the outer edge of that right foot, left foot stacks, arm swoops up and over. If you like to take it into wild thing, left foot steps to the outside, rotate the hips, open up. And bring it back to neutral, stack, and then go ahead and lower left forearm down. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot, left foot, right foot stacks, right arm reaches up and over. Both forearms come down now, forearm plank. Hold for 5. For 4, zip the legs. For 3. For 2. For 1. Roll to the outer edge of that right foot. Right forearm stays down, left arm lifts up. And then left palm of the hand presses down. Come back into plank. Roll to the outer edge of that left foot, right arm lifts up. Keep that right hip drawing forward. And if you like to take it into wild thing, right foot steps, open the heart. Open the front body. Bring it back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Hips high, heels low, paddle it out. Hop the feet through to seated. Balls of the feet press down. Knees point up towards the ceiling. Arms reach forward. Take an inhale as you lift the heart. Exhale, lower to a hover. And then inhale with the new breath. Lift up. Exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, lift. We'll do that 3 more times. You can bring the shin bones parallel to the floor and extend out for a little more challenge. In breath floats you up. Last one, exhale. Inhale, lift. Soles of the feet down. Grab around the shin bones, lift to the heart. And then let's exhale, lower all the way down to the back body. So I told you this practice was short and sweet. Build a little sweat, get into the core, conscious core connection. Maneuver out, soles of the feet down, press the palms. You can hold the outside of your sticky mat if you want, and lift the hips for bridge. If you have full will in your practice, soles of the feet will press down. Palms will go on the either side of your neck and head. Fingertips are slightly underneath the shoulders. Elbows hug in, knees hug in. Begin to lift the hips. Press the palms, maybe come into the crown of the head, and then all the way up. Big breath. A couple breaths wherever you are. Just maneuver, shake out the head and the neck. Bridge pose is perfectly acceptable. Will pose, just as good. Do whatever serves your practice. And then slowly come back into that neutral spine. Hug the knees into the chest. Let the knees fall to the right, twist. Let it fall to the left, twist. Back to neutral. Any last little poses that you want, maybe happy baby or dragonfly. And then when you're ready, extend the legs long. Find your final resting Shavasana. Take up space. You're welcome to stay here longer. If you're ready to move on, wiggle the fingers, the toes. Deepen your breath. Take a roll to the right side, and then when you're ready, come up to a comfortable seat. Bring the palms together to your heart space. Bow the chin to the chest. Seal your practice with your breath. And gratitude for yourself, for your practice, for just that mind-body connection. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through your movement. It's an honor and a privilege. Namaste.